Hi, welcome to the Amoretti Test Kitchen. Today I'm going to make a cheesecake with a little bit of a twist. I'm going to use some goat cheese, and I'm going to use Amoretti's natural speculoos cookie crumbs for the crust. And then I'm going to garnish it with some candied oranges and some sugared cranberries using Amoretti's cranberry compound. I love this cheesecake because it is no bake, which is really easy, and it comes together so quickly, and it's just a little bit tangy, but with the cranberries and the sweetness of the oranges, it levels off all the flavors. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is to make the crust, and here are our speculoos cookie crumbs. These are a wonderful product, and they have hints of cinnamon and ginger and nutmeg, just like speculoos cookies, but since these are all ground up, we've taken the hard work out of that for you. I'm adding some brown sugar, and I'm just going to mix this up a little bit together. These speculoos cookie crumbs can be used in a lot of different ways. You could use them in any kind of streusel or any kind of baking. They are a wonderful product. I suggest you try them. Now I'm going to add a little bit of melted butter. This is a nice combination with the goat cheese, this speculoos with all of our nice flavors in them. Adds a really nice texture to this cheesecake. And instead of baking the crust, which you would normally do, I am just going to freeze it while I make the filling. So I'm just going to press this in. There are so many little ridges in here. I just want to make sure that they're all filled. All right, that looks pretty good. So I'm just going to freeze this and we will begin making the filling. So now I'm going to make the filling, and I have some goat cheese here, and the Madagascar bourbon vanilla is prized for its superior flavor and high vanillin content. So it's different than what you would find in the store. I've added some sugar. I'm going to also put in a little bit of lemon juice. Okay, so now I'm going to add some heavy cream. Make sure you scrape the sides of the bowl. I want this to be nice and smooth. All right, so this is ready, and I am now going to bring the crust out from the freezer and we will fill it. So I'm just smoothing this as much as I can with an offset spatula, and I'm going to freeze this. It's best to freeze this overnight, and then when we pop it out, we'll decorate it. All right, so now I'm going to make some garnish for our goat cheese cheesecake. I'm going to make some sugared cranberries using Amoretti's beautiful cranberry compound, and I'm using it because I want to add an additional burst of cranberry flavor that you won't get if you have just plain cranberries. Let's start with heating some water and some sugar. So I'm going to bring the sugar and the water to a boil, and then I'll take it off the heat because I don't really want to cook the cranberries all the way through. Now you can use fresh or you can use frozen, it doesn't really matter. And I'm going to add a tablespoon of our compound. And the cranberries are sitting in this nice hot syrup. I'm going to let them hang out here for just about 5 minutes while they can soak up that wonderful cranberry flavor. All right, so these have been marinating, and I'm going to drain them. And then I'm just going to spread them out on a sheet pan so they can sit for about an hour and dry out, and then we'll sugar them. All right, so these have been drying and they look beautiful. I'm going to add some to the bowl of sugar now and coat them. So if you want them to be really frosty looking, you can leave these sit for another half an hour or so and then coat them again in sugar. But these are nice and sticky and quite beautiful. And they'll look beautiful on this white goat cheese cheesecake. So now these have been sugared, and we'll work on the next garnish, which will be some candied oranges. All right, so now I'm going to candy some orange zest, and I'm going to start by heating a cup of water. We want that to boil. The easiest way to make the orange zest is to peel it, and then I'm going to dice the peels. All right, so the water is boiling, And I am going to turn it down, and then we'll add our beautifully diced orange zest. So I want this on a low boil just for 8 minutes. All right, so I'm going to drain the oranges, and I'll put them back in the pot. We'll add a little sugar. Really, I just want the sugar to melt and coat the oranges. All right, so we've created a beautiful syrup here. So I'm going to let these cool, and then we can garnish our beautiful goat cheese cheesecake. All right, so here's our beautiful goat cheese cheesecake, and let's give it some garnish to add to it. So I'm going to put a little bit of our candied orange peels on here, and some of our beautiful cranberries. This is such a light dessert and really easy, as you can see. And the combination of the speculoos and the cranberries and the oranges really add a lot of depth of flavor to this goat cheese. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you decide to make this dessert, please take a picture and tag us on social media. You can reach out to us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Amoretti. Please subscribe to our channel, and of course, hit the notification bell so you never miss a recipe. We want to keep you updated on all of our discounts, our promos, and our giveaways.